right, the cats are going crazy. Donnie, Stanley. So yeah, I mean, with the pop music Tansky and everything, it's gonna kind of, everyone else is gonna be like, whoa, I wanted it 110 beats per minute, and you know, sometimes if it's a ballad, you know, it's gonna be like 100 or 90 or some god awful fucking slow ass shit. But that's what you got to do to emote a certain emotional response. In music college, we call it like a 3-to-1. Like, I know when, and it doesn't matter what style, if I'm sitting at a piano, if I'm sitting there just orchestrating it on sheet music, or if I'm playing on the fucking guitar, it's always going to be like the sad part. And when people hear the chord changes, 95% of the population is going to sit there and go, that definitely sounds like the sad part. It sounded like the sad part in the movie and the song and the man, right? So that's... kind of thing. So when Matt Topek made that movie that was supposed to be released in the theaters there, that never got released, and I spent that time orchestrating it and writing it and recording. He did a really good job on it. That's the shitty part. But one of the, you know, it was very hard to like write music for it. It was all diverse, but the one part in it, it was based off of that. It was a piano thing, and I haven't played it in like 7-8 years at this point, but... that wasn't completely right. I don't remember fully, but I had to listen to it and retranscribe it. But if I were to take the same kind of idea and, like, let's say I want to make more of a pop tune with modern music and not make it hyper emotional on the subtext of a film, you know, I would do the same thing. It'd be the 3-to-1. So I know that, and you know, where would I want the beats per minute? Right? And I could do whatever strumming pattern. You know, if I want to do more of a country style, you know. So, now for me, if I was doing a metal one, which is something I'm working on, a more quirky, evil style where it's going to float in and out of weird notes, it's going to be like... And there's this crazy tapping version of it where it's all industrial EDM with the fucking tapping, with the 2-finger, 3-finger tapping as well. Now, also, I could like solo over it if I just take those 2 chords, you know, and kind of like, you know. I can make it sound as evil as I want or as happy as I want and shit like that. But it's all going to be like, it's going to be purposefully done, and that's why, people keep buying that shit. That's why it's done like that. It's like, okay, this is going to be 110 beats a minute. These are the chord changes, is whatever. But also, like I said, just because somebody does a mashup on being like, well, these are the top 5 country songs, they were all nominated for a CMT or whatever the fuck it is, that doesn't mean that they didn't take a mastering program and say, like, if the song is in fucking E major, and then this one's in C major, it sounds like shit, kind of, And if they're trying to gel it all together, they're going to punch it in the key to change it so it's all going to be in E major. That's just what they're going to do. It's going to all be lined up. So when you hear these mashups, it's not that the songs are already written in that key and everything's in tune or in pitch. They're taking mastering software and programs, and the technology's so good that they're lining it up, and then they're saying, oh, look, there's no difference to it. Well, maybe there isn't that much difference to it. I know that there's not. But obviously, if you're taking things and mashing it up and purposely changing the key of stuff and punching in the notes, it's going to all be the same because you fucking made it the same, Obviously, like I said, it's no mystery, man. I mean, this shit's been around forever. Any of the pop songs and things like that, very rarely, somebody like Adele or is Rolling in the Deep. The coolest part about that song is it's just a few chords on the acoustic guitar. The way she's singing over it's really cool, but the way the chords are on the guitar, actually, there's a lag in it in the measure. That's what makes it really cool and different and really unique, and it still grabs people. It's very simple, but they're taking one kind of theory example, just like I kind of did with that guitar. It's a very simple thing, and then you do one kind of weird, more advanced way of playing something, basically, and it turns into something really badass and different for a pop tune. So, that's the art in it, is taking all the same notes, figuring it out, because you can sit there and make a fucking, a classical tune or a jazz tune or a funk or reggae or metal or a regular pop tune, a folk song. It's all going to be somewhere in these pitches, and you can still get a very diverse, eclectic styles of music using all those notes. So most people just aren't that interesting. I think that's really the problem. As far as what you guys were talking about earlier, though, it's the hive mind, man. That's what they want to buy. All right, see y'all.